Hey guys, in this video we're going to learn the first key to breaking a bad habit. We are taking it from the book What to Do When Bad Habits Take Hold by Dawn Huebner, PhD. We are starting with chapter 3, which is key 1, getting in the way. Okay, you have a name, and so does everybody you know. Hamsters have names, and dogs and cats and horses have names, and streets have names, and states and countries have names. Television shows and songs and fancy sandwiches and restaurants even have names. And keys. That's right, keys have names. At least the ones in this book do. So it's your job to find out what they are. Here's a picture of Flo's restaurant with Flo's famous name sandwich. So we're going to solve a riddle to find the name of the first key. When you think you know it, turn the page. Well, I'll be turning the page for you. The key that comes first ends with "ock," making it rhyme with sock, flock, and clock. It's made out of wood or plastic or rock. The key that comes first, you know, is a... Psst, you can build with it. It's a block. Your first key is the block key. Now there are two meanings for the word block. One is the kind of block you build with, and the other means to get in the way of something, like to block a ball in basketball. The police block off the street before a parade so other cars can't go through. A really tall person might block your view at a movie theater. And you are going to learn to block your habit because that's what this key is about. Blocking a habit means doing something that gets in the habit's way. Blocking helps you notice what you're doing so you can switch to something else instead. Here is this tall hair blocking this kid's view. You can block nail biting by putting band-aids over your nails, or thumb sucking by wearing lightweight gloves to bed. You can block eyelash pulling by putting petroleum jelly on your eyelashes because it makes them hard to grasp a hold of. Or mosquito bite picking by keeping your bites covered. Again with Jello. Band-Aid. Not Jello. What am I thinking? Here are some tools to cover up and put something in between you and the thing you're wanting to pick at, or whatever your habit is. Now you've probably noticed that the part of your body used during your habit feels different from the area around it. Maybe it's calloused or prickly or sore, and you may be surprised to know that this difference is part of what keeps your habit going. You're drawn to this odd feeling place. You want to touch it with your hands or place it in your mouth. It hurts and needs soothing, or it's interesting and needs to be explored. Before you know it, you're doing your habit again. But when you use the block key to get in the way of your habit, your nails or hair will start to grow. Your skin will start to heal, and your rough and prickly sore parts on your body will begin to smooth out. And you won't be so attracted to them because they will feel just like the rest of your body. Now, the block key is an important first step toward getting rid of your habit. So we're going to figure out how to make the block key work for your particular habit. So you're going to take a piece of paper, and at the top, write the name of your habit and draw a line. So here is a piece of paper and a line, and you would write your habit here on the top, whatever your habit is. And then we're going to list the parts of your body and objects you use to do your habit with. So for example, if it's thumb sucking, if that's what you wrote at the top, you're going to use your thumb, your mouth, and maybe a blanket. Maybe if you suck a blanket. Nail biting. If you bite your fingernails are the cuticles or your mouth. Skin picking. Do you pick at your fingers? Do you pick at scabs? Or do you pick at calluses? Shirt chewing. Your mouth, your collar, or your sleeve. Hair pulling. My fingers and my hair, or maybe I pull with tweezers and a mirror. Nose picking. My finger, my nose. Now take a look at the list you just made. Can you think of a way to block your habit by covering or changing one of the things you use? So let's say your habit is rubbing and picking the flat part of your thumbnail. That habit involves your thumbnail and the nail on your middle finger, the one you use to do the picking. So let's say this person picks this way. That's what they're saying. Here is how this person's block plan might work. They could put a band-aid over their thumb to keep them from picking at it. They could wear a glove to bed. They could wrap the top of the thumb with some white gauze. They could put a latex tip over the thumb, like those latex tips that they use at the post office to turn pages real fast. They could put a band-aid over the finger that they pick with instead of their thumb if they don't like it on their thumb. So here are options for that blog plan. Maybe your habit is pulling hair from the back of your head. You use your hair, your fingers, maybe tweezers to do it. So I could wear a hat or a bandana even at night. I could keep my hair pulled back in braids or ponytails, bound tight. I could put band-aids around the fingers, so my thumb and pointer finger that I pull with. I could wear those latex fingertips over those. Or I could put lotion on my fingers and wear that leave-in extra conditioner in my hair. And that way, my fingers just slide right through. And I don't pull any hair. And I could have Mom and Dad hide the tweezers if I'm using tweezers. So block something, prevent something from happening some way. Sometimes the most obvious way to block a habit isn't very practical, especially when the habit involves your mouth. Can't put band-aids over my mouth. Don't let that stop you. Block the habit by covering your fingernails so you can't bite them, or by choosing shirts that don't stretch as far so you can't suck on them. Be creative, because there's always something you can do to get in the way of your habit. So you can, on the back of that paper you were writing on a while ago, put block plan at the top and list all kinds of different ideas that you can use to block or prevent your habit from happening. Okay. Now we have one of 5 keys, and you can start using it right away. So remember, someone tall might block your view, shades block sun from shining through, a clothespin's great to block the PU, and you can block your habit too. Check the links below to find out what the other 4 keys are. See you soon.